Hey guys, today we're going to take a little bit of a detour and talk about perfume. We're going to talk about a specific brand of perfume, but included in that is a conversation about lipsticks, because this perfume house actually has beautiful, beautiful lipsticks, and new ones are coming out today. So if you're interested in hearing about it, stay tuned. So before we get into some of the perfume that I'm going to talk about and lipsticks that I'm going to talk about, I do want to mention what I have on my eyes at the moment, which is the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2. I've been playing with it. I absolutely love it. And any chance that I can get to wear it and show it to you guys on screen, I'm gonna do. So in the coming weeks when I'm playing with new makeup, I'll try to incorporate different looks into it when I'm showing you other products that are not, of course, eye products. It really is a great palette. Pat McGrath has knocked it out of the park. And I'm really loving pretty much every shade in there. So I just wanna mention that. All right, let's move on to perfume. I love perfume. I've loved perfume since I was a little kid. When I was little, my mom wouldn't let me have perfume because I had, and still have, terrible allergies. I'm like allergic to everything. And so I wasn't allowed to have perfume. So because I couldn't have any perfumes when I was a kid, as an adult, when I was able to buy my own things, what did I buy? You guessed it, perfume. So as you can see from the videos above, I have a lot of perfume. There's a lot of people out there who are perfume collectors and they say, they have a lot of perfume. I have I have too much perfume. More perfume than I'll ever actually wear in any given year. But I love the bottles, I love the various types of scents, and I think, for me, a particular perfume will fit a mood or a time of year. I know some people very much have a signature scent, and I think that's a great thing to do. It's just not me. So because of that, I've tried all kinds of perfumes, niche perfumes, very small independent brands to mass-produced perfumes. So I feel like, when I'm talking about a perfume, I can be very specific about what it is that I like and I want for myself. But it is so hard to tell somebody else what a perfume is like. It's one of those things that really you do have to experience yourself. And unfortunately nowadays, a lot of us are not gonna have that opportunity. It actually occurred to me, I was having a conversation with someone about, the stores reopening, and I think I heard that Nordstrom was reopening and there was a couple of others, but that there's no testers, there's no samples, you can't try anything on, and that more and more people were going to be relying on, frankly, people like me, people with much bigger platforms, obviously, than I do, but to show shades and colors as truthfully as possible, without filters, without, changing the way they look, because you're not going to have an opportunity to do it in the store. And so I'm going to do my best. I don't have filters, I do have lights on me, but that's just so it'll show up on camera. I try to do my best to make sure that the colors look like they would look in real life, so you can make, choices when you're purchasing products. But perfumes are a tough one because it's a sense of smell and you really can't get that through a camera. But I thought I would try to talk a little bit about perfume. And if you guys are interested in this topic and you want me to talk about it in a broader sense, I certainly can do that. I can go through like my top 10 perfumes, the top 5 vanilla, top 5 ouds, that type of thing. I can certainly do that if that's of interest to you guys. But today I wanted to talk about a particular perfume house because they are coming out with new lipsticks. I know, stay with me. New lipsticks today. So this is House of Sillage, and House of Sillage I have mentioned before in other posts because they make lipsticks. They make great lipsticks and they make great lipstick cases. And the case that I have, I only actually have one case, is this one. This was a limited edition. I think this one is sold out, but you can check the website. And it literally is a case. The lipstick comes like this. You can put any lipstick into any case. Snapshot. So there are various shades of lipstick that they have. And I will go through the names and I'll put the pictures up above. But currently, well, this is probably gonna go up Friday morning, so they may already be available, the new ones, but until this video goes up, I don't know exactly what the new ones are. So there's Queen, Princess, Emperor, King, Empress, Duchess, Dame, Countess, Prince, Duke, Knight, Baron, Count, and Baroness. I think you probably see a trend there. So I have 3 of the shades and I will show you what those look like. I love the lipsticks. I think they're a great formula. They have vitamin E in them and antioxidants to boost the feeling of hydration to your lips. I have dry skin, dry lips, so I like it. It kind of blurs the lines. It doesn't like fill into the lines. It doesn't bleed out. I really like that. It's just got a very nice luster to it. And so I really enjoy the lipsticks. House of Sillage is, in its origination, a perfume house, and they have gorgeous perfumes. Now, when I say gorgeous, I don't mean just the fragrances are gorgeous. I mean the packaging is gorgeous. This is the one full perfume I own by House of Sillage. This is Benevolence. And I actually bought this in Beverly Hills. I can't remember exactly when I bought it, because I walked in and said, these are the scents that I like. Here's a whole host of fragrances that are my favorites. What do you think is the most like those in your collection? Because again, I had been using their lipsticks, but I hadn't bought the perfume. And they recommended Benevolence. I tried it, fell in love with it immediately, and bought it. And they have different lines of perfumes. They have the Signature Collection, which Benevolence is part of. They have, and I'm checking the website to make sure I get it right, they have Whispers in the Garden Collection, and they have a Travel Collection, and they are different scents in each one. You can get discovery kits, which I have here, like this. And the discovery kits basically have each of the perfumes in them that you can try to see what fragrances you like. They are $50. Sometimes they're on sale. Sometimes there are, promos and stuff. And I think right now there's like 25% off pretty much everything on the site except for the discovery sets, I believe. But today, Friday, which is the 12th, they are coming out with new lipstick shades. I don't know if there'll be new cases as well, but I will tell you there are multiple types of cases. There's so many different colors, I can't even tell you. There's ones that are like the Whispers line has like flowers and Swarovski crystals, and one's pink, and I think there's one that's yellow. There are solid colors like light blue and magenta and pink and yellow. I mean, they're just gorgeous, and I'll have some pictures up so you guys can see them. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the perfumes and do my best to kind of give you an example of what's out there for them. I know it's not the same as going to smell them in person, but it's the best that we can do right now. In addition, at the end, I'll show you the lipstick shades, and when the new ones come out, you can go over to their website and check them out. I want to mention, as I'm going through this, that Abby Bliss White, who is an amazing content creator on YouTube, is, in my mind, the ambassador for House of Sillage. She has been talking about their brand on her site for quite some time, and she has a number of their fragrances and lipsticks as well. And I'm sure if you go over there, she'll be talking about the new releases, and she can give you lots of great details. She's an amazing person. I don't know her personally in real life, but I've been watching her for quite some time, and she just seems like a lovely person, does great content creation, is really just a lovely presence on camera, and I think you'll really enjoy her channel, in addition to her being an expert on House of Sillage. So I'm just gonna go through the Signature Collection, and the Signature Collection is their signature fragrances, and I said Benevolence is part of that. Now, Benevolence is the sweetest of the collection. It has almond, bergamot, orange, jasmine, vanilla, and sugar. And if you like a vanilla, creamy, sugary scent, this one's for you. So I have a lot of vanilla scents. I love gourmand scents. I love sweet scents. I love musky and ouds. The only kind of scents I don't like are florals, which I know is probably most of you out there like florals, but it's not my thing. So I have, for example, the Creed Sublime Vanille, which is a gorgeous gourmand vanilla. I have the Un Bois Vanille from Serge Lutens, which is a little bit heavier. It has a little bit more of that true vanilla scent. I have the Van Cleef & Arpels Orchid Vanille, which is, again, a little bit more florally vanilla. And I would say that the Benevolence falls a little bit in the middle. It's a little bit more sugary, it's a little creamier. It doesn't have a long-lasting scent. If you're looking for something that's gonna last all day, the Benevolence is really not that. It does wear off, but it's gorgeous, and I absolutely love it. So if you have any of those other vanilla scents, or you love vanilla, I promise you, you're gonna love Benevolence, and it's gorgeous. They also come in travel sizes, so you could get a smaller size. This is the regular packaging. There is limited edition packaging as well that has these gorgeous designs on top of the cupcake. And I'll show you a couple of pictures up above so you can see how those look. And they are, I mean, they're stunning. It just comes off like this, and you can see at the top, the way that's engraved into the top of the cap. There are Swarovski crystals on the top, and then it literally just goes back on to the top of your cupcake. It just looks, I mean, first of all, it's stunning on a dresser. They aren't inexpensive, and this particular packaging, you know, is pricey. The limited edition collection packaging is very pricey. So you're talking about a tremendous amount, and I'll put some price points on screen. There are sales, like I said, right now it's 25% off. If this was something that you were gonna do as a gift for Christmas or Mother's Day, or, you know, whatever major holiday, this is one of those types of gifts. I mean, it's just stunning. Another fragrance that they have is called Emerald Rain, and Emerald Rain has nutmeg, cardamom, violet, sandalwood, patchouli, and benzoin. And I have to say, I really, really enjoy it. It's a very different scent. So if you're the kind of person who likes something that is a little bit unusual that no one else has, basically it's got Indonesian nutmeg and Indian cardamom. So it's a very spicy, you know, creamy kind of scent, and it does last all day. I really like the Emerald Rain. It's not a traditional, quote, feminine scent, whatever that means. But it's not floral, it's not vanilla, but it is definitely gourmand because it has that sort of nutmeg, cardamom kind of scent to it. It does have a little bit of patchouli, but it doesn't dry down like a traditional patchouli smell. It smells more, on me anyway, that sort of spicy scent. Another one is Holiday. Holiday is mandarin orange, peach rose, Virginian cedar, and vetiver. And honestly, that one smells like Christmas to me. I mean, I know the name's a holiday, maybe that was their idea, but I think it's the vetiver and the cedar, because it has this like woodsy, it's not really floral, it's hard to explain because it's got the orange and the mandarin in it, but it's just a gorgeous, warm, cedary, like Christmas scent, if that makes any sense to anybody. It's warm, it's gorgeous. I love the Holiday. I would say it doesn't really feel like appropriate in the springtime. Like I wouldn't probably wear it now in June, but I could see me buying it and wearing it in the winter months. I love it. And I'm not gonna go through every single scent they have, but I just wanna mention a few others. Tiara, which is like really a pretty light, it's more floral. It has tangerine, cinnamon, rose, peony, vanilla, and some musk in it. So all of these have like sort of a, you know, a little bit of a sweeter scent. It's not like, none of them are harsh, none of them are really super strong scents. But I think that one, if you're more of a floral kind of person and you like sort of a light, pretty scent, the Tiara one is the one that I would recommend. Now, the Passion, I'm gonna see if I get this name right, Passion de l'Amour, I'm so bad at French, is beautiful. And it is saffron, raspberry, caramel, and an oud. And I love ouds. Now, if you're not familiar, there's no way to describe an oud unless you've smelled an oud, but because it's not descriptions. That's a tough one. But it's kind of like a musky, creamy, sweet scent. And the perfume that comes to mind that reminds me of Passion L'Amour is the Maison Francis Kurkdjian, I'm not gonna get that right, Satin Mood Oud, which if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And I don't have the full bottle, I have the travel bottle in it, but they also make Baccarat 540, and the oud that they have, the Satin Mood Oud, is one of my favorite ouds ever. And this reminds me a lot of it. And that's the Passion L'Amour. So that's a beautiful, beautiful scent. The Cherry Garden, which is almond, rose, jasmine, heliotrope, honestly reminds me so much of Lost Cherry by Tom Ford. I'm not gonna say it's an exact dupe because it's not, but it's very similar. So if you like Lost Cherry, you're probably gonna like Cherry Garden. It has a really creamy, beautiful scent, great dry down, lasts a long time. I really enjoyed that one. I think that one is I mean, they're all really good, but that's a beautiful scent. Love is in the Air has plum, blackcurrant, jasmine, cedarwood, patchouli, and musk, and that one has a sweetness to it. A little bit of that plum comes on your skin, but the cedarwood and musk makes it a little bit more, it's a little bit deeper. I think that is more like the Emerald Rain and the Holiday, that they're more musky, a little bit more you know, they're a fragrance I think anyone could wear. It's not traditionally masculine or feminine. Again, whatever that means. I mean, you know, I'm always like, if you wear what you like. If it's a perfume that's supposedly for a guy and you're a girl, wear it. If it's for a girl and you're a guy and you like it, wear it. It's perfume. You should, you know, wear what you like. In fact, when I was in college, I wore men's perfumes all the time because I didn't really like floral scents, and there hadn't really been the movement to have, quote, women's perfumes that had more musk and ouds and, you know, that type of thing. So I wore men's colognes all the time. There's a number of other fragrances in the Discovery Kit. There's, and I never get these names right, Chevaux d'Or, Nuez Moi, and the other one, Haute Bijou. And I think that's it. Yeah, I actually got all of them. So there are 10. And what I would tell you about all of, and this is just the signature perfumes. Like I said, there's the Whispers line, there is the Travel line, Whispers in the Garden collection, and the Travel line. The cases in the Travel line, by the way, I'll show you the pictures above, are gorgeous as well. So not only are the fragrances beautiful, but the cases are gorgeous. And, you know, if you guys are just getting started on perfume and you just want a couple of, you know, ideas about, like, you know, what you like. If you like a fragrance that is floral, look for something with like a peony or a rose or a violet, iris, those types of scents. Like if you're looking at it and you see that in the notes, those are the scents that you're going to want to go towards. You're usually going to have top notes, middle notes, or center notes, and base notes. For most people, the base notes is what you end up smelling like later in the day. Not always, because perfumes change on different people's chemistry. Like one person can wear Lost Cherry and it smells very cherry, and then on someone else it has more of the vanilla that it picks up. It just depends on your body chemistry. But for the most part, if you're looking for something floral, look for those floral pieces in those notes. An oud is, like I said, it's a little hard to describe unless you smelled it, but it's like a musky, woodsy, creamy kind of scent. And a really good oud tends to be expensive because it's hard to create. And you will find that the less expensive ones, to me anyway, have more of a almost metallic scent. So if you're gonna go with the ouds, find something a little bit more expensive that has good reviews, and, you know, get a smaller size of it. That's what I do. The Maison Kurkdjian, I know I'm saying the name wrong, Satin Mood Oud is stunningly beautiful. If you love ouds, try that. I'm pretty sure you'll love it. Vanillas and gourmands, again, look for scents that have like nutmeg or cinnamon or gingerbread or you know, any of those kind of things that you think of spices in your kitchen, and those are gonna have like gourmand scents. There's coffee in a lot of new fragrances. There's Tom Ford has a Cafe Rosé, which is basically like a coffee / rose. I mean, it's a stunning scent. And in fact, Tom Ford has some beautiful signature scents. And I'm gonna be talking about one of his newer ones in an upcoming video because there's a lipstick packaging that goes with one of them. So that's coming up. But so there's lots of different ways to figure out the perfumes that you're interested in. I would tell you that House of Sillage has a broad range of them. Like I said, I mentioned all those. There's all different types. There's some florals, there's some gourmands, there's some muskier, there's some that are ouds, and they come in beautiful packaging. The customer service is exemplary. I mean, they take great care of you. They send things out very quickly. Their cases are gorgeous. What else can I say? So let's look at the lipsticks really quick. So like I said, the new ones are coming out today. I think there's a couple of different shades. They look like they're going to be beautiful. These are already beautiful. So the shade I'm gonna put on my lips, make sure I get the right shade name because that would be problematic, is Duke. And I'll bring you in a little bit closer so you can actually see the lipstick. Okay, so now you're in a little bit closer so you can see. So this is Duke. And Duke I would describe as, it's a mauve, a medium toned mauve with a little bit of brown. And you can see it gives great coverage. The formula is, like I said, it's fantastic. It actually has real crushed diamonds in it. Not joking, for the luster that it gives. And I actually wish they had more shades, so I'm very excited about the ones that are coming out today because at the moment there are 14 shades, which, you know, I would love to see 50 shades. So now, so that's Duke. Let me show you Baroness. And guys, if you don't want the you know, the bow tie cases, you don't need to have them, but I think they're gorgeous. And like I said, they're interchangeable, so you only have to actually get one case. Now, if you're anything like me, you'll get one case and then you'll want to buy many more cases because you know, they're gorgeous and you want to collect them like I do. All right, so this is Duke, which is what I have on my lips. This is Baroness. Baroness is a really pretty light pink. And it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty peachy actually. It's like a peachy pink. It's really pretty on. I think it looks really good on a light skin tone. I think, you know, on a darker, deeper skin tone, I don't think it would show up very well. I think Duke definitely would. And the last shade that I have is Night. And Night is kind of the middle of the two. Night has, I would say, more of that true pink. It's not, I mean, well, there's a little bit of a peachy undertone, but it's probably in between Baroness and Duke. Yeah, I would say so. So that's Night. Night, Baroness. Let me make sure I've got the written names right. Yeah. Night, Baroness, Duke. And you can see, I mean, the shades that I chose are, you know, pinky, peachy shades. The Duke is the most, you know, mauve-y of the three. This one has a little bit more of just like a light peachy pink. This one's more of a, quote, true pink. They're all beautiful, but the formula is really just I mean, it's worth it. The formula is great. You know, if the packaging is beautiful, but the formula underneath was terrible, I would certainly not recommend it to all of you. So I hope you enjoyed this video and talking a little bit about perfume. You know, I know it's a little bit of a detour from the normal conversations we have about makeup, but you know, when I started the channel, I wanted to make sure that I was talking about all things that relate to lifestyle and beauty and fashion. And so it's not going to be just about makeup. There's skincare, there's perfume, clothes, jewelry, you know, all of those things. So I thought I would start with a little bit of perfume and, you know, see how it goes from there. If you guys are interested in me going into more depth about any particular types of perfume or brands of perfume, or talking about like the differences between, you know, a cologne and a perfume and all of those things, I can certainly do that in a video as well. And maybe one of the things that we do is like a premiere video or even a live video, so that there can be interaction and we can talk about it. I mean, I've been collecting now for 25 years. So I'm not gonna say in any way that I am a perfume expert, because I don't make perfumes. Obviously, I'm not in a lab somewhere, you know, creating all of these things, but I do have a lot of experience because I literally have been collecting for 25 years. And I have, as you can see from the video, a wide array of perfumes and different types and different price points. And I can tell you that, you know, some perfumes that are relatively inexpensive are gorgeous, wonderful perfumes, and I wear them all the time. And just because something is incredibly expensive doesn't mean you're gonna like it. I do have some perfumes that are extremely expensive that I do enjoy and I do love and I keep for forever in special conditions so that they don't go bad. But you know, it's not necessarily about that. Just because a perfume is more expensive doesn't necessarily mean it's better. But I would say there are some ingredients that are in certain perfumes, like ouds, like I mentioned before, that are going to be more expensive just because of how they're sourced. So those things do need to be taken into consideration when you're figuring out what types of perfume you want or you want to buy. So anyway, with that, hopefully you'll check out House of Sillage, their website. They are just, you know, a great company. The lipsticks that are released today, go over and check out Abby Bliss White's website. I mean, Abby Bliss White's YouTube. I'll have her information below. And by the way, I should have said this in the beginning. This is not in any way sponsored. They're not sending me anything. They're not paying for this. It's just a brand that I really enjoy. And I saw that they were coming out with new lipsticks, which made me very excited. And I wanted to share all of that with you because not only is it a great perfume brand, but their lipsticks are really some of my favorites. And I want to make sure that you're all aware that new ones are coming out. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. Hit like, hit subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, like I said, put them in the description box below, and I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.